Good morning. I hope you are excited about Wonder Day today and the final wrap up of our book. And I hope that you enjoyed the book as much as I did. I want to give you some directions today, and because I can't be in everybody's homeroom, this was the best way I could figure to do it. So in your folder, which you've already looked at this morning, you have a list of things that you need to do today and the times that you're supposed to do them. So let's look at those really quickly, and I want to talk about those things um, as we get to them. So already today, you've eaten breakfast either at home or here. Hopefully you got these things at your seat, your computer, earbuds and headphones, your pencil pouch, and in your pencil pouch you should have colored pencils, a regular pencil, and a glue stick. Then you should have gone to look at the math work that you're supposed to complete during social studies. The math, I know you have 10 minutes of math in every social studies class, and some of you aren't getting that done, and it needs to be done. So later today, when it tells you to do that, this is super important. Go do that math. It will help your math grade so much. Also, Miss Barlow said if you had those math assignments that you do in social studies, if you haven't gotten grades that you like, you're welcome to reattempt them, but make sure you have everything done before you start redoing things, okay? Also, if you have missing work in other classes, I only know about the ELA class, and of course I have a missing work folder that I'll be updating throughout the day. So you should check there and see if you have any missing work. And also any missing work for other classes, you know how those classes work. And then you were to work on the word search. That was the first thing in your folder. So something you need to understand is that as you need these things, that's the order that they're in your folder. I took time to put them in everybody's folder in the order that you would need them. So don't mess it up. Okay. We've had PE. And hopefully this worked, that we got to play a book it game, either one big game or two big games. I was still figuring out, it's 10:25 on Thursday night, and I'm still figuring out exactly how many people can be in a game, but I have faith we're going to figure it out. And so I hope that was fun. And now you're here where you're watching this video. So let's see what we're going to do next. First thing you're going to do as soon as this video is over is you're going to make your Wonder self-portrait. So in your folders, you have a little half sheet of paper. And what I'm going to ask you to do is create your self-portrait like the portraits that were at the beginning every time somebody new told the story in Wonder. And we looked at those and talked about them as we came upon them, about how they all had different parts missing, even though in real life they didn't have different parts missing. I've created one. I created it 2 years ago. Actually, we didn't get to do this last year. So let me grab mine and I'll show you. So this is what my silhouette looks like. Okay, so I chose not to give myself eyeballs, but I did give myself glasses and hair. And you'll notice as I've cut it out, like I cut very close all the way around it. I'm not good with scissors. You'll do better. Um, and so this is the part that you're going to worry about first. This is your self-portrait, not all the stuff behind it, just this part. You may have one eye. You may have an eye and an ear. You may choose you may choose to do whatever you want to do. Um, but you've been given, I'm dropping everything, hang on. You've been given a half sheet of paper like this. It should take up the whole thing. Like, I don't want you to draw a little person here. It's just your face and it's just here. And you're going to use your black colored pencil or crayon, whatever you have, to do this. This is no color. It's just white paper, black pencil, okay? Just like it was in the front of the book and at the beginning of every section. So that's your Wonder self-portrait. Look at your directions. Make sure your outline takes up most of your half sheet of paper. Make it an outline of you. Let me be able to see that it's you, but in the style of the Wonder pictures. After you finish, carefully cut it out and put your scissors away and clean up all your scraps, but hang on to what's left, what you've cut out for the next activity. The next activity, it says, complete your Wonder Kindness Kite. And these don't really look like kites, but that's what they were called, so I kept it that way. So in your folder, you have a giant piece of yellow paper. This is going to be your Wonder Kindness Kite. It's beautiful, isn't it? I did it myself. So I didn't worry too much about the middle because once you cut out your person, you're going to put your person in the middle. So listen to your directions. Take this yellow piece of paper, take what you've cut out here, set it down, and trace around it very lightly. Okay, so it says outline your portrait in the center of your paper. That way you're going to know where you're going to glue it down at the end, and you won't write underneath it. So put it in the center. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just draw around it so you'll know where not to write, and then put your cut out portrait away. I want you to lightly color each piece of the pie. Now, if you want to leave a few of them yellow and you don't have to color those pieces, that's great. We didn't have white paper, we just had yellow. Then I want you to choose one, I would maybe even choose one of the big ones, to neatly but decoratively write your name in large letters in one piece of the pie. That leaves you 15 pieces of the pie. In each piece of the pie, I want you to write one thing that you can do that is kind. One way you can bring kindness to the world: at school, at home, on your ball teams, at church, at dance, wherever you are. What's something you can do that's kind? And once you get those all written down, then you glue your portrait in the center. So let me show you mine again and do it without killing everything here. So this is what mine looks like when it's all colored, and I have something written in every one, and I have things written like. So first of all, it's backwards for you, I know, but there's my name. And it says, I can help new students feel comfortable at our school. I can show excitement when teaching and help my students be excited about learning. I can help others be organized. I will encourage my colleagues. I will encourage my students. I will celebrate differences. And it can be even specific things. I will do the dishes without being asked. I will read with my little brother every night. Anything you can do that will bring kindness to the world. And you only have to think of 15 of those. That's pretty easy. So that's what you're doing until 10:15. When you're done, everything goes back in your folder. I call it a folder. It's just a piece of construction paper I folded to keep all your stuff in so you don't make your homerooms crazy disorganized today. Your homeroom teacher will tell you, or I will come and get you, but you're going to come to my room to watch the movie. We're all going to come together to watch it on my active board. Last year, we all watched movies individually on our computer with our headphones in, and that was kind of nice to be able to do that, but it wasn't fun. We all didn't get to be together. We didn't all get to laugh together. It was fine. We did what we had to do because COVID. So let me say a few things about coming together to watch a movie. This is the Gilbert Theater you're coming into. We don't talk during a movie. That is so rude. If you're going to talk, I'm going to send you back to your homeroom with a packet of work to complete. It's vocabulary work from Wonder. It's some essay questions from Wonder. It's still Wonder activities, but you will not be watching the movie if you can't watch the movie. I will not let you ruin the movie for others. So this is your only warning. If you talk, you're out. And I'm sorry, but I have to protect everybody's right to be able to hear and see this movie. Also, COVID. COVID's a thing. Your mask has to stay on. Because our masks are on, we don't have to all be 3 feet apart, which is good because my room is tiny. But you have to keep your mask on, and you have to keep your hands to yourself. So this is not a time to braid each other's hair, or to rub each other's backs, or to do any of the things we do when we're all in group together. Do not bring anything with you. No fidgets, no water bottles. You don't need anything in my room. I don't have room. Just bring yourself. Come enjoy the movie. Laugh, cry, interact with the movie. Don't ruin the movie for other people. So this is your blanket warning. I'm not going to say anything when you guys come over. I'm just going to start the movie, and everybody knows the same thing, right? The movie will end just in time for us to go back to our homerooms to get ready for lunch. We'll have lunch. We'll go outside. We'll go to enrichment like always. You'll go to your enrichment with your third period class like you always do. So you'll go to your normal enrichment, but then when you come back, you'll go to your homeroom class. And then you're going to do your daily check-in. Your daily check-in has a couple different things in it. At the end of your daily check-in, I've included a couple videos about real life kids who have the same genetic mutation that Augie has. I wanted you to see what those real life kids, who they were. Okay, so I have a couple of those videos in there for you to watch also. So you'll need your earbuds for that part. And at the very end of the day, from 2 to 2:40, you're going to do a Wonder postcard with your Precept. So in your folder, you have a blank postcard. So here it tells you to write your name. And here I've got the address for Mr. Brown. And it says, number one, write your name. On the back of the postcard, you're going to write two things. Number one, write your precept. I'm telling you this now so you have all day to think about it. Write your precept. What are your words to live by? It can be a lyric of a song. It can be a saying you've heard. But think about what the other kids wrote in theirs at the end of the book. Some of them got some stuff from Shakespeare or from sayings that they had heard from like World War One and Homer Simpson. And some kids made it up, like, don't be a jerk. Sometimes starting over is good. What are your words to live by right now? So I want you to write what your precept is and why it's important to you. 2 whole sentences. When you're done with the writing part, then you can turn back to the front. I want you to decorate a stamp here in the stamp box. And then I want you to draw and color a picture on the front of a postcard. So it can be anything, any place, anywhere. Postcard. Okay? So that's that. Um, End of the day. End of the day is the time for you to go back through, finish math assignments, missing work, your self-portrait, your kindness kite, your postcard with the precept. Then at the end of your folder, there's a crossword puzzle, a wonder crossword puzzle. You could also go back to the very first thing we did today, which was your wonder word search. When you're done, you're going to put all of those items back in the folder that they came in, and you're going to put the folder in a neat stack at the desk at the entrance at the back of my room. So you're not actually going to walk into my room. It's the desk, the white desk kind of thing, as a blue chair. Um, Lately, the bucket of deflated playground balls have been in there, has been on that desk. But you're going to just stack your folder neatly there. If you have nothing left to do, then on the computer cart in every homeroom, there's a purple folder and it says Fast Finishers. And there are a few other word searches and another crossword puzzle on top of there. And you can work on that until time to go home. Hopefully this is mostly fun stuff to do. A little art, a little writing, a little puzzles. I mean, just a little bit of everything that kind of gets us off of our computers for a little while and also just focuses on wonder and the book that we read. So I'm excited. I can't wait to hear what you think about the movie, especially those of you that have already seen it and now you've read the book. I want to see how you feel differently about it this time around. I'm excited. So follow directions and don't talk when you come to watch my movie. Thanks.